Hey YouTube, this is Matthew Morgan coming back to make another video. This one has to do a lot with well, let's just say demons people can't face or they're scared to. So I just put it to you this way. Demons only have as much power as you give them. So anything that you have an addiction to or a problem with, that's pretty much a demon in disguise of a problem. It might be a person, you never know. But like I said, demons only have as much power as you let them have. You could cut off a demon at any point, but thing about demons is they catch you when you're off guard or when you're at your weakest point in life. And the one thing they don't like you doing is learning about the fact that you can get rid of them. And people say if you read the Bible, it'll get rid of them. You put a cross on a person's forehead, it'll get rid of them. Demons already know that cross is not good. It does not represent Jesus. Demons already know that Bible is crisscrossed. The truth is not really in it. But because they know if they react to that Bible and that cross, that'll keep people in church, which will keep people misled, which will give demons and Satan the power to keep ruling earth invisible. And besides, it was demons that got Jesus crucified. Yeah. It was demons that switched the Bible. The one that Jesus wanted to see written and the one that the demons in hell wrote and brought it to earth and gave it to people. And they wrote it out to be what they wanted it to be. So yeah, they don't react to it because they know if they react to it, you'll keep believing in it. The only way you can truly get rid of a demon is to care about yourself, care about your life, want to see yourself do better, and be around people that actually care about your life. The way you bring demons is to constantly be around people that do not have your best interest in heart, who want to see you fail, who act like your friend, but behind your back they're a snake. And yeah, demons form around negativity. So the more negative stuff you have in your life, the more demons that you bring in your life. And just so people know this, witchcraft and voodoo is something people should not be doing, especially if you do not know what you're doing or who you are talking to. Trying to go into the afterlife is not something people should be doing unless Jesus invites you over to that side, explaining to you why. And when you do witchcraft or voodoo or playing with Ouija boards or whatever, understand something. You don't have the ability to see what you're talking to or who you're talking to. So say, for example, if your mom or one of your family members or friends pass away in a tragic way and you really miss them and you want to know how you can get in contact with them and you cannot feel their presence, I explain it to you this way. Just understand something. Knowing that you do that stuff, when you try to speak to someone from the other side, knowing you cannot see who you're talking to or what you're talking to, because please don't forget this. More than hell and heaven exists. There's dimensions and portals and universes people don't know about. The only thing you ever taught to know about is God and Satan, but it's not just them two alone. There's more demons and entities and spirits and things that exist, not just those two. Those are just the main two that you're talking about. And here's the thing. When you say, for example, when you pray to Jesus, Jesus is not the only spirit that hears you. When you pray to Lucifer, Lucifer is not the only spirit that hears you. Your prayers echo throughout eternity, meaning every spirit hears you. And not just Jesus could be answering you. Satan, another demon from another universe, a whole another being from another dimension could be listening to you and answering what you're asking for. That's why you should, be careful to seek vengeance against people, because you don't know who is listening and how it's going to come back to you or how it's going to affect someone else. B, that witchcraft and voodoo is a no-no, because you cannot see who or what you're talking to, and anything and any voice or anything can speak back to you and mislead you to do wrong. And they can take on the likeness or the voice of the person that you miss. Or a demon can come to you in the form of one of your loved ones and mislead you to do wrong, thinking that's something that's right. And also, because you can't see what or who you're talking to, something could accidentally slip inside of you. Like a demon could slip inside of you and you wouldn't know it. It's an invisible entity. You could never tell unless it decided to show itself to you, which usually won't happen until it wants you for some reason. And here's the sad part. Once you start doing witchcraft and voodoo, you start opening up spiritual doorways and portals you're not even aware of. And if you don't close them, not just that being, not even that deity will come out. Other ones will. And since you're the one that opened the doorway, they're going to be attaching themselves to you. So if you ever wonder, you feel like something's following you or somebody's watching you, it's not always good. Sometimes that's bad. And oh yeah, about that whole trying to resurrect the dead thing, stop trying to do that. I'm going to tell you why. Because here's the thing. While you're alive in this body right now, to be perfectly honest with you, either Satan put a spirit in your form or Jesus did. And once one of them call back their servants to wherever they're going to go, which is either hell or heaven, then that body is like an empty house. Once the spirit that was put in it is taken out of it, any spirit can go in it. And the spirit can act as that person. So if I was you, I wouldn't be trying to resurrect the dead, because you don't know who is really in that form. You don't know. You would assume that it's your family member. They passed away. So who's ever in that form now ain't your loved one. They can act like they are just to fool you, because they know you don't know. Play with your own emotions against you. That's not them. Because like I said, once one spirit leaves the form, another one has the right to take it. Because these forms are just like houses. Once you leave it, something else can just jump right into it Only thing is, it knows how you sound, what you act like, who you know, how you talk, how you walk. Demons know everything about you. So they can imitate you and mimic you very easy. Very, very easy. So if I was you, be careful about what you out there doing in life, because you don't know. What you can't see will definitely destroy you. That's why doing witchcraft and voodoo is bad, because you don't know what you're talking to or who. And also the crossing over to the other side without God's permission. When you go over on the other side, you might not see nothing, or you might see some spiritual stuff, come back and think nothing's wrong. Here's where you're wrong. Once you leap back over here, you done opened up a doorway you ain't even know nothing about. And now different entities will follow you out the doorway. And when I say follow you, I mean follow you. And slowly but surely, you will know, because they'll make this stuff known to you. And why and how would this happen? Because if you try to go outside your form and Jesus didn't give you the okay, there's no spiritual being to watch over the doorway between life and death. So there's no one to stand by your form. And here's the bad part. Say, for example, you decide to take a spiritual journey without God's permission. You're not in your form no more. It's empty. No spiritual being with the ability to protect your form is watching it. So while you're in the afterlife, a demon could come take your body and there's nothing you can do. Because once they're in there until they decide to give it up, which they never will. Because demons want to be on earth just as bad as people. So demons will try to influence you in any way possible to give up your body so they can take it from you. And they will never give it back, because once they're on this planet, they're going to wreak as much havoc and deceive as many people as they can, drag as many people to hell as they can, like that. Don't believe me? Talk to most of your pastors. Talk to most of the people that you go to church with, because a lot of demons done whispered in their ears and took it. Oh yeah, and here's the scary part. Imagine you asking Jesus to take you back. He says he can't because you left your body. You left your body without permission, so a demon took it. Now you have to watch your form on earth that you're not in. Everyone thinks it's you. You're trying to tell them it's not you. They can't hear you. Because unfortunately, the physical and the spiritual ain't allowed to have contact with each other. Unless it's a whisper in the ear or a sign, they cannot do it. So people have to think that's you when it's not you. That's why if you're trying to do a spiritual travel, you need to ask Jesus before so he can send a spiritual being that has the power to protect you while you're on the other side. Because there's a couple things that could happen when you do it. One, since technically you cheated death, death could keep you in eternity and never shift you to heaven or hell. So you're technically stuck in eternity without a way to leave. Because you went over to the other side. You got no permission. Now you're stuck over there. Two, you could leap over and demon could take your form and you can't get it back now. Jesus can't give it back to you because the body is not his, just a spirit. The body belongs to the earth. Even though he made it, it belongs to the earth. Or three, you could fight for it in the dome up in the heavens, but good chance you won't win because that demon knows everything you fear, so it can use all your fears against you to keep your body. Just saying. Or you could irritate death, and death will just keep you on the other side. There's a lot of reasons why people need to stop trying to just do things to learn. because you're pushing boundaries you don't need to be pushing, man. And like I said, if the Heavenly Father don't invite you outside and you go without his permission, there's no spiritual deity or spirit to protect this while you're gone. And anything can lay in this and take your form and nobody would know. So just imagine a demon having your body acting like you, deceiving everyone you know, while you're a spirit that can't do nothing about it. I'm just putting it out there. I'm out.